someone shot a man 23 times and the victim lived to talk about it. And tonight, we're hearing his powerful story. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie joins us now live near downtown Atlanta. Mark, police obviously now looking for a shooter.
And the violence that took place near a popular eatery last month recounted in a church video Sunday. It's powerful. The pastor says someone wanted this young man to roll down a church aisle in a casket, but instead he rolled down in a wheelchair. The man indicated he was shot 23 times.
As soon as I opened my door, this man said, "Hey, bum, 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 bum." That's all you heard. I got shot 23 times, like a real 23 times.
Although I have faith, I've done so many funerals off of one bullet.
One bullet lodged in my chest that ain't gonna never come out. You feel me? I still got 12, 13 bullets in me. I feel the bullets move at night. You feel me? Like, I feel them.
House of Hope Atlanta senior pastor E. Dewey Smith says one day he expects Brandon Clark to give his testimony against the man who shot him outside J.J. Fish and Chicken on Pryor Road last month. But the testimony Clark gave in church Sunday will save lives on earth and eternally.
To see the power of perseverance, to see the power of a praying mother, a praying church, and the power of God.
An incident report indicates witnesses said Clark entered J.J. Fish and Chicken to buy food and pulled out a stack of cash. We can't say whether that led to the shooting, which apparently happened outside.
I'm not in the streets. You feel me? Like, I'm not selling drugs at the stove. I'm not doing none of that. I'm trying to get some chicken.
The report indicates Clark was taken to Grady. Quote, they located 21 holes in his body.
I still believe God is a miracle worker.
Atlanta Police Sergeant John Chafee says surveillance video yielded good images of the man investigators believe is the shooter. Police were trying to locate him and would like anyone with information about him to call.
I'm not saying I've been a saint all my life. I ain't saying I've been in the church all my life.
You're listening to a living miracle.
Dr. Smith says in a time rife with deadly gun violence, instead of a life loss, after Brandon Clark, shot 23 times, gave his testimony in church, he gave his life to Jesus. Punctuation on a real-life story of miraculous survival and second chances.
And I believe that this young man has a purpose.
Now we're blurring faces for safety concerns, at least until an arrest. In his church appearance, Clark seemed to suggest he used to be out in the streets, but he changed his life for his kids. Reporting live, Southwest Atlanta, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
Good evening. Today it is Tuesday, August 13th, the year is 2019. So you just saw that news report where this young man was gunned down at JJ's Fish and Chicken restaurant here in Atlanta off University Avenue and Pryor Road in southwest Atlanta? I don't know, somewhere on the south side. If that young man is very lucky to be alive. I'm not a religious person, but someone obviously made the decision it wasn't time for him to go, for him to be shot 20-something times and to live. That was a hit. Now, he's saying that he was on the streets. He had been running the streets for years before he changed his life. And he must have come across some really bad people who recognized him over at the fish restaurant, the Fish Shack, and over at JJ's Fish and Chicken, which has very good fish, I must admit. But there have been a lot of people killed at that particular restaurant over there off Pryor Road in University. That's not the first person to be shot in that parking lot. There have been, a few months ago, 2 people got killed in that parking lot. I never knew what became of that murder. A few years back, there have been a lot of shootings in that parking lot. That's not a safe area. And there's always, the restaurant's always packed there. That little gas station, parking lot, there's a couple of restaurants and a gas station, and that place is always packed with people. Packed, I mean, always packed. I don't care what time of day or night you go there when they're open. And it's dangerous. And people have gotten robbed, shot, and there's always some homeless people begging or somebody trying to hustle and sell something. There's always a lot of chaos and confusion at that particular restaurant. So sometimes I will go there And I'll look around. If it's safe, I'll go inside. But if it's not safe, I keep right on moving. There was too many people out there because it's just, he went in there and ordered that fish, ordered some food and was coming back to the car and then to get gunned. But he gunned down senselessly like that. He knew somebody or somebody wanted him dead. You better believe that. This wasn't just a random act of violence. That many bullets, and they didn't shoot anybody else in that car or anyone else around there. He was the intended target. And he's lucky to be alive now. I noticed how they have him sitting up in that church. And that church used to be called the Greatest Travelers, but now it's called Hope, if I'm correct. If God was truly looking out for this man, shouldn't he have never ever been shot 21 times? Or 20-something odd times, or how many times he got shot. If God was truly looking out and protecting this man, he wouldn't have got a bullet. And God would have protected him. It's kind of weird the way people look at religion. I'm not a religious person at all. I don't believe in anything that there's some God above watching over us and deciding who dies and who don't die. And I don't think there was somebody who made a decision for him to live. I said that earlier, but I don't truly believe that. I just think it's a miracle. It's a modern medical miracle that he is alive, thanks to getting so close to a Grady Hospital. And there's an ambulance place. If I'm correct, there's several ambulance rescue right there near that restaurant. They don't need them niggas to get shooting and killing each other down there. It's just crazy. However, I guess the good thing is, it's nice to know that this man did survive that. And maybe they won't come back for a second try at his life. Y'all better believe somebody was trying to kill that man. And that this was not just a random act of violence. Here in Atlanta, I turn on the news every morning about 8 o'clock, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Now the lady in bed, let me get the body count. Because every morning somebody was shot and killed last night. Last night this person was killed. Last night this person was killed. This person was shot here. And I just always turn on the news and just kind of later and watch how many people were killed the night before. On average, we get about a murder or two a day, maybe more or less. But it probably averages out to about 1 or 2 or 3 murders a day, depending on what's going on. There's always in some area where you say, yeah, I would have been over there that time of night. It's always at nighttime. That's why I keep. Sometimes some stuff does happen during the daytime here in Atlanta, I must admit. There have been some deadly homicides that took place. Deadly niggas do wake up a little early sometimes. And they rip to run these streets. But Atlanta is starting to become a very violent place. And if you're not careful, you could end up one of the victims of one of these violent crimes. That's why I try to stay out of certain areas. And I had told myself the last time I went down there to that JJ's Fish and Chicken, the crowd in there, I ordered my fish and took so long for it to come. I was actually nervous. I'm like, because I'm looking at these people coming and going, and the restaurant's getting crowded, and people are carrying on, and all this homelessness and filthy. A lot of poor people coming in, and I said, I can't come to this location. There's another one up on Camden Road that's a little bit closer to me, too. I can kind of I'm split between the two. Okay, I like some fried fish. I can either go up there to Camden Road, or I can go down here to University. Camden Road ain't no better, but at least I don't know of any murders that have taken place at Camden Road. And the Camden Road is right across the street from the DeKalb County Police Station, so I think you'd be safe over there. I don't know, because Camden Road kind of rough over there, too. The funny part is, JJ's, wherever there's a JJ's Fish and Chicken, they're in the middle of some of the most horrible areas. I'm talking about horrible, and they packed. I mean, when I go over there to get I don't know what it is about their fish and chicken. It's delicious fish and chicken, but in that restaurant stay packed. So lined up. It's owned by some They're not white, maybe Greek. It's owned by some white folks out of Chicago. All the locations, but they make very good money off their fish. All that fried fish, they give you a big old mound of it too. But depending on what you're ordering. But on a Friday night, that place is packed. Friday, people trying to get some fried fish, good luck. But you can call in your order too, and you can go pick it up. Just be patient. And be careful and keep your eye out in that parking lot. Especially if you're going over to University. Them motherfuckers don't play over there, they'll kill your ass over there. You won't make it back home with that fried fish. You might want to, you ain't want to eat it there in that restaurant. I've never eaten inside the restaurant. I've always got it to go. To go and quick. So I can get in and grab this fish and get down. I'll race out to my car, throw that shit in that car, and hit the road. It's a shame you have to be that way. You think you'd be able to go to a restaurant and feel safe. And then another thing, too, they need to put a lot more police presence at that particular restaurant on University. They've had so much chaos down there. I'm surprised they don't have 4 police officers stationed in that parking lot because of the chaos going on over there off University and Pryor Road. I don't get it, but black folks don't demand security. Right up the street, they have had at one point in time. At one point in time, off University House with $300,000, $400,000, and $500,000 back when I said, who buying this mess over here in the hood? They still got some expensive houses over there, somewhere in the upper 2s, maybe. Got a couple of subdivisions tucked back up in there. That shit, I have several friends who live over there. Some have lived over there for years. And they don't even have a grocery store over there. I don't particularly care for that area because it has not improved. They were supposed to build a grocery store and they were going to build all this stuff. Nothing got built. Nothing but niggas still ripping and running them streets. I can't stand that in the town of University. You got Pittsburgh on one side. I'm not sure what they would exactly call a university. I don't know. There's a housing project up the street. And that place is massive. Massive. They redid it, built it from, I knew they rebuilt it a few years back. Maybe about 10 years ago. I almost said the name of it. But that's where all the niggas come from. But that area is awful. Not good. But anytime you go someplace with a hell of a lot of black folks, you better be careful. It's a shame. This man got lucky. I don't think it was a miracle. Some of y'all are probably thinking it's some type of miracle. I don't think it was a miracle. He just got lucky. He didn't, it just wasn't. He got lucky. That's how I view it. But, again, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this exactly. But I do know Atlanta got some things. I know Atlanta's not probably as deadly as Chicago now, of course not. And Chicago is a whole nother breed up there. So Chicago is... There are worse cities than Atlanta when it comes to violence. But what surprises me about Atlanta is Atlanta's not really one of America's. It's not a big city, but they got a hell of a lot of violent crime that takes place here. We're nowhere near the size of Chicago. Chicago is one of America's largest cities. New York, Chicago, Houston. I think Chicago's number 2. I'm not too sure. But it's a much bigger, it's a whole nother beast up there in Chicago compared to Atlanta. So, but I'm just curious what you all think. Do you think this was a miracle? Or was it just he happened to be able to get access to some very quickly, get help from paramedics that were so close and able to swoop in there and grab him up and race him down to Grady Hospital where he was able to live? And what did he do to deserve to be shot that many times? Y'all think this is just a coincidence? I don't. He did something, to somebody, and they wanted him dead. That was almost like a professional hit, except they screwed it up. They're going to have to maybe go back for another round 2. You know, they didn't get the job done. They didn't get the job done. He's still alive. In church at that. That man, he probably hadn't stepped foot in a church in God knows how long. Decades. After the 22 bullets, he up there testifying. Well, what are you testifying for? I'd love to know, was he a regular member of this church? He said he used to rip around the streets. What else was he doing around there? I love to know what took place. I love to know his background. Did he have a criminal record? Has he served time before? Has he been in prison? Has he ever harmed anybody before? Has he himself been charged with murder? You know, they'll never tell you all the juicy details. Has he ever been charged with a violent crime? Has he ever been accused of a violent crime? Has he ever hurt or harmed somebody? You know, I ain't into all this people so innocent shit, man. I'm innocent my damn ass. I mean, he could be, very well could be innocent, but something ain't right. About a man being targeted and shot and killed 20-something. I don't know what kind of gun could rapidly fire off 20 bullets like that. What did they have? What kind of gun did they reload? What has 20 bullets? What? I don't know. I don't know much about guns when it comes to something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I'd love to hear you all's thoughts and comments. What you think about this man's miracle? I personally don't think it's a miracle. He got lucky. Now, I was thinking about this earlier. When you grow up in a household where you have a very religious mother and a very superstitious father, it can go either or. I had made a decision I made a decision decades ago. I was not going to be religious. I was not going to be superstitious. But it's so funny because I'm looking at today's date. Today was the 13th, August 13th. Months are flying by. And it took me years before I was comfortable leaving the house doing daily activities on Friday the 13th. My father would panic about Friday the 13th, where when I would, I said I would. But it took me years to break that bad habit. Like if I was flying someplace and you order tickets and you say, oh, flying on Friday the 13th? Oh, no, we need to fly the day before or the day after. And they'll be looking at me like, huh? Why? And I had to break those habits. I did, myself personally. For me. Certain stuff I wouldn't do on Friday the 13th. If I had like a very important business deal or something I was working on, I said, oh, no, we can't do it on Friday. We're either going to do it on Thursday or we'll do it on Monday. I remember we had a closing schedule and that girl said, you closing on Friday? And I said, that's the 13th. I said, I can close on Friday the 13th. She was like, what do you mean? I got everything's going to be there. It's going to be funded and everything. I was like, I can't. We either have to do this the day before. Or we end up doing? We closed on Saturday the 14th. Yeah. I got that attorney to open up them doors on Saturday. They were busy anyway. They said, you come in tomorrow? I said, yeah, I'll come in tomorrow. We did it on Saturday. But I had to break those horrible habits. Habits like prayer and stuff that just didn't serve any purpose in my life, but to religion and superstitious. It's religion and with superstition. They're horrible. They to a degree go hand in hand. They're both fake and false and can lead you down a bad path. And I don't want to walk down that path. So I don't follow any religion, and I'm not superstitious. I don't believe in the power of prayer or God or miracles or angels, the devil. None of this. None of it. None. I don't believe in any of that. You're welcome to believe it if you want to. But I'm going to stay firmly rooted in the real world. Because reality is best for me. I can't sit over here praying for a miracle to keep this air conditioning on. I have to go out and earn a living to pay Georgia Power to keep this air conditioning flowing. There won't be no miracles. But that's just my thoughts and opinions. Anyway, look forward to reading you all's thoughts. Today is Tuesday, August 13th. I'm at it. Looking forward to reading. Watch the video. Tell me what you all think. Was this a miracle? How did this man survive 20 bullets? What took place? How did he survive? I'm betting because he was so close to the paramedics. And they were able to quickly get him in. Those bullets didn't hit any major veins. 22 bullets, and didn't shoot him in the head or vital organs. He is lucky to be alive, though. I will say that. Let's see how he lives the rest of his life. Anyway, I'm out of here and enjoy your Tuesday evening.